Civic. Today on X-Play, Keggers and Hot Pockets with Sims 2 University, manga action in Samurai Legend Musashi, and ragdoll physics are fun in MX vs ATV Unleashed. Yeah, let's play quarters. It's game time. I hate everything about Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Wasn't that an Ugly Kid Joe song?
Yeah, it was, and a bad one. Hello and welcome to X-Play.
On today's show, we review a bunch of games. But that's what we do every show, so it shouldn't surprise you.
This episode, we'll be giving you our brutally honest opinion on an RPG with a unique manga-influenced art style.
And roll out the kegs for a college-themed Sims 2 expansion pack.
Plus, even more games for cheap bastards.
And Pokemon Dash, because we have to.
And last but not least, a very cool racing game. It's MX vs ATV Unleashed.
It features great ragdoll physics in a game where you can race everything from airplanes to golf carts.
But we begin with a little something for the action RPG fans.
If you like Kingdom Hearts, the Disney-based RPG made by Square Enix a couple of years back, you should dig Samurai Legend Musashi.
Or Musashi Samurai Legend, or Brave Fencer Musashi 2. This game has about 5 different titles.
And it's also made by Square Enix, the people who make Final Fantasy and, of course, Kingdom Hearts. So does it live up to its pedigree? Find out in our review of Samurai Legend Musashi.
It was a world on the brink of catastrophe, and its people called desperately for a hero.
Hey look, it's another totally generic action RPG from Square Enix. Except this one is pretty. We like things that are pretty. Welcome to the completely incoherent world of Samurai Legend Musashi. It's basically a cheap knockoff of Square Enix's more popular titles. What's familiar here? Oh, let's see. Cute critters, flamboyantly dressed characters, scantily clad girls with horns.
Hi there.
Oh, and some of the worst voice acting we've ever heard.
Don't cop a tood.
Oh, I'll cop whatever I want, kid. Your game is underwhelming. Except for one thing. The graphics are beautiful. I mean, this is sort of transcendent. But back to the plot. It's complex, so let me put it in the most basic terms possible. Girls with big shoes get kidnapped. Musashi saves them, and then gets a sword. He really, really likes his sword. If you're unlucky, he'll also open his mouth and unleash 20 seconds of the worst voice acting I've ever heard.
My name's Musashi. I'm gonna be a famous samurai someday.
Also, there's this cat. Whatever happened to him must have been bad, because he lost an eye and even his cane needs a bandage.
Very good, Musashi. Now, for final lesson.
Oh, shut up. See, the problem with most action RPGs is that the action bit tends to get boring very quickly. When it all comes down to it, you'll generally be using the standard 5-hit combo over and over and over and over again. And again. Since the enemies in Musashi's many worlds respawn ad nauseum, the repetitive battle system becomes a major issue. Even when you get to the boss creatures, the small bit of strategy involved in each fight normally entails looking for the right opening to begin your standard 5-hit combo without getting nailed. It looks great, but it's less filling. If you like rescuing big-shoot girls who want you to carry them around...
Uh-oh. I can't get up. Could you carry me, Musashi?
Well, this is the game for you. For everyone else, it's clearly meant to tide fans over until Final Fantasy XII finally hits. We still think it's pretty. A 3 out of 5.
This game is undisputedly beautiful, but beauty just isn't enough to make an okay game great.
If you don't believe us, read our review of 13 sometime.
The game, not the Holly Hunter movie about promiscuous teens.
But if there were a game based on that movie, I bet lots of people would totally play it.
Actually, I think that game exists. And it's called Sims 2 University. And we have a review of it coming up later in the show.
But first, we have to review another darn Pokemon game.
Look, just because Adam and I don't like Pokemon, it does not mean we don't appreciate that many of our fans love it.
They really, really love it. And that frightens us. But not as much as the thought of a Pokemon racing game on the Nintendo DS. Here's a review of Pokemon Dash. Pokemon spin-offs come in two flavors, innovative and horribly wrong. Pokemon Dash comes from the good folks at Umbrella. Close. The Umbrella Corporation brought us teeming hordes of brain-eating zombies. Umbrella brought us this. Yeah, but let's put the past behind us. Way behind us. And take a look at Pokemon Dash. In this racing-style Pokemon game, you'll scamper around as everyone's favorite lightning rodent as you dash from checkpoint to checkpoint. Race alongside semi-popular Pokemon over roads, forests, swamps, and water. Occasionally, you'll need to take to the air to find your next checkpoint or get over hazards. Hey, I can see my lack of enthusiasm from here. The top screen acts as your radar to find the next randomly generated checkpoint. A straight line will not always be the quickest path to any point, as obstacles will slow down your little Pokemon. Just a reminder, the green is grass, the blobs are forests, and the blue stuff, water. Don't worry about anything else getting in your way. There's nothing else in these sparse levels. You control Pikachu from a top-down perspective on the bottom screen. Move the stylus over the screen in the direction you need this rat to race. This is where the game becomes a pain in the wrist. You'll need to rub and scrub and viciously stroke your way to victory. To get through the different cups and tracks Dash offers, you'll need to find someone used to hours of repetitive stroking. It's fairly clear that Pokemon Dash was rushed like it had its mom knocking at the bathroom door. The game offers only one Pokemon to choose from, Pikachu. There's no unlockable Pokemon, no Poke powers to speak of. You'll be petting your little friend for some time. Up to 8 players can get together to rub, to scrub, to stroke, to molest. This also requires you to find someone else to admit to buying the game. Dash lets you create nearly 400 new tracks by inserting your previous Pokemon game. There's nothing new to the new tracks, just different strokes for different folks. Of course, with this much rubbing involved, you'll want to avoid more sucking. Pokemon Dash starts out as a decent idea, but gets tired like a one-joke review.
What? This is gonna be the best Sunday ever.
Oh yeah, right there. That's why we give Pokemon Dash a 2 out of 5.
Now, Pokemon Dash was originally designed to demonstrate the capabilities of the Nintendo DS.
Which means they're trying to play it off like this is a real game when it's basically a glorified tech demo. Way to half-ass it, guys.
You and I half-ass this show most of the time.
Well, maybe we're a glorified tech demo for G4. Rub your screen vigorously to find out.
Up next, dude, this game totally doesn't endorse illegal drug use. It's Sims 2 University.
Mom, Dad, this is Kevin.
Great to meet you.
Kevin talks about you all the time.
Thank you for having me over for dinner. I hope you're really hungry, because
Dentine Fire. Go bold.
This job, it's all about helping people.
Thanks for getting here so fast. He was having these sympathy cravings for a cheeseburger and a pizza.
It's okay, ma'am. I've got your Domino's cheeseburger pizza right here.
Genius. Look how happy he is. You got any pork chops in there?
Pork chop?
Or funnel cake?
It's like a cheeseburger, only better, because it's a pizza. Juicy beef, classic cheeseburger taste. Buy a medium for $9.99 and any second medium is just $5 more. Hit the door, it's Domino's new American Classic Cheeseburger Pizza.
Este es el momento, listos para el encuentro. 6 contra mí, solo besarán el pavimento. Recuérdalo, soy el factor miedo. Deja sin saliva, te alertas, te alarmas, pierdes las energías. Tratar de vencerme es tu peor alternativa. Llores o rías, siempre sigo reflejado en tus pupilas. Soy como...
How dirty boys get clean. New Axe Shower Gel.
So you want me to come over tonight? That's cool.
Pulls Mobile sets you out of prepaid minutes, yo.
I just bought minutes.
Fees, shorty, fees.
25 cents to connect.
Extra $1 a day, extra.
Boom! You guys are clowns.
Getting burned by your prepaid company?
I'm out of here. No hidden fee.
Introducing T-Mobile to Go. Get more prepaid minutes without hidden fees or contracts.
Sweet.
T-Mobile to Go. Straight up prepaid.
Longer lasting.
Hey, who's that? Come here, that's mine. Hey, bring it back.
Gotta have sweet, gotta have new, longer-lasting juicy fruit.
Prepare. The journey awaits. Fight that you may prove yourself a true master. And if you conquer those who would deny your destiny, you shall be written into the legend of the Jade Empire. Rated M for mature.
You found the G-spot. X-Play is coming up next.
I see dead people. Oh, and Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
I'm dead on the inside.
Welcome back to X-Play. We have Sims.
They just keep making Sims games.
They do. For some reason, people who feel powerless in their own lives love micromanaging the tiny virtual existence of the Sims.
Boss at Burger King give you a hard time? Go home and make your Sim pee himself.
Girl at the bar turn you down? Well, fire up the PC and create some hot Sim-on-Sim action.
Failed out of technical school? Again? Then send your Sim to an institution of higher learning and let them keg stand their way to a brighter future.
That's right, it's another Sims expansion pack, and this one's going back to school. Here's our review of Sims 2 University.
Ready yourself, you concupiscent collegiates. The Sims 2 University Expansion Pack is here. Your Sim can avoid avocation for 4 more years while you streak your way to a BA in Mass Comm. Now that the baby Sims can grow into the lost, slovenly fledglings you see before you, it makes sense that you can send them to an institution of higher learning and intellectual stimulation. Just like in the real world, there's different flavors of school. We got your Ivy League resume factories. Looks like they can afford the good stuff. There's the bomb-ass high-class state school, a booty-shaking brainery at a quarter the price. Then there's the strike terror in the hearts of parents Chico State, a lecherous lyceum where partying is a prereq for every major, not just sociology. However, unlike life, university is more than a temporary diversion from the main road. Graduates from university who bothered to do well in their studies will have access to several new career paths when they're dropped back into their hometown. That is, unless they discover themselves and move to California. Come on out, kids, it's better here. Obviously, okay, maybe it's only obvious in retrospect, the main reason you go to college is to learn something. But, like staving off somnolence in your 8 a.m. class, making the grade is not easy. Take a bunch of Sims with different personalities and force them to coexist in the same household, and you often get uncontrolled chaos. And a huge mess. I have to give them some credit. This is just how I remember college. Video games, living in a pit of filth, flies. Most of the housing options are expensive, crowded, and filled with frat boys, which serve for amusement of their very own. And not for very much else. University tries to spread the myth of the humanist, the well-rounded individual, the student who does more than just study. But being the miserly misfit students are, you don't have enough moolah to get all the brainiac bling on your own. So you must get loaded. Really, really loaded. Venture forth against impossible load times that make you want to stay home, to other parts of the college campus, the student center, cafes, shops, other places where Sims hang out. The Sims 2 University is the Sims loaded, and not the good kind of loaded. It gets a passing grade with a 3 out of 5.
I just want to let our younger viewers know that drugs do not actually make you fly, nor do they usually come out of an ornate 6-foot hookah. That would be way too expensive for any college kid to afford.
Of course, while that virtual campus made streaking, frat hazing, and binge drinking look enticing, in reality, that kind of heavy partying can be detrimental to your future. Although if you work hard, you could still bounce back and be president. But it's a long shot.
Up next, we have even more games for cheap bastards.
Can you protect the president?
One way to find out.
XXX State of the Union, rated PG-13, April 29th. And get a free movie ticket to see the sequel to XXX, XXX State of the Union. When you buy the director's cut of the original XXX with 8 minutes of never-before-seen footage, an exclusive scene from XXX State of the Union, and much more. Buy it today.
At GameFly, rent the hottest titles for Xbox, PS2, GameCube, and GBA. Games like Star Wars Republic Commando and Tekken 5, rated T. No due dates, no late fees, free delivery. Go to GameFly.com for your free trial. GameFly, the smartest way to rent games.
Mike Jones. Yeah, it goes down. What up, baby? This your boy Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. And only at Jamster, baby, you can get the Mike Jones ringtone before the album comes out. I'm talking about back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. I'll let your boy get it before the album drop.
Mike Jones, straight from the Dirty Dirty. Text Mike 13 now for back then. Text Mike 14 now for the smash hit, Still Tippin'. Text Mike 15 now for the voice ringer. Send a 755-55 now, exclusively at Jamster.
We'd love to show you the world's next great video game. There's only one problem. You haven't created it yet. You've played them, now you can make them with DeVry's new bachelor's degree program in game and simulation programming. It's classrooms and labs where you actually create video games. Games like you'll find when you log on to DeVryPowerUp56.com. You'll learn more about this exciting degree program and get free video game demos from Vivendi Universal Games. It's time to take it to the next level. You can earn a 4-year degree in less than 3 with classes that start right away. And since it's DeVry, you know you'll get this and even more of this. Call 1-866-DeVry56 or go to DeVryPowerUp56.com for your free video game demos. But do it now, because when you're a gamer, you know what happens when you stand still. So call or log on for your free video game demos. It's right now, and it's here at DeVry.
Get cheats and walk through strategies for Jade Empire.
Train with me, my friend, and you'll never get knocked on your ass again.
Cheat next Tuesday night at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.
Once again, two co-hosts who aren't afraid to make fun of people who can't defend themselves. Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
That's right.
Welcome back to X-Play.
Tax season is now over, and now Morgan and I are totally poor.
The IRS is not our friend.
Which is why we're bringing back our favorite recurring segment, Games for Cheap Bastards.
And this time we're highlighting sports games that even the most impoverished gamer can afford. Here's more Games for Cheap Bastards, presented by EB Games.
Hey, sports fans, or should I say, cheap bastards? Now that March Madness is over, are you jonesing to recapture the magic of sporting seasons ended, but no extra cash to spend?
Oui. I have no money.
Well, then pay close attention, because we've got sports games for those who like sports games and like spending money even less. These are Games for Cheap Bastards. Let's begin with basketball. Let's say you're like me and put all your money on Arizona to win it all.
Couldn't get the tip in the fall.
Thanks for choking, Wildcats. Well, what better way to relieve past debts than with ESPN College Hoops 2K5? This game has it all. The thrill of victory and the agony of losing a 15-point lead. Again, thanks, Arizona.
20 blows the lay-in.
And more squeaking sneakers than a Honduras sweatshop. 2K5 could quite possibly be the best college basketball game out there. Great strategy, great gameplay, and cheerleaders. You can't go wrong for the price.
Oui. What about my hockey?
Hold on, you lame peripheral character, you. We'll get to it. But now, we're gonna talk football. It seems like only yesterday the Philadelphia Eagles lost the Super Bowl. Thanks for nothing, McNabb. Why not revisit the past season with budget title ESPN NFL 2K5? Why, you could pretend the New England Patriots never existed and have a Super Bowl of your own where the Eagles actually win. Here's Peyton Manning doing what he does best, sitting on the sidelines. And it's not because of the gameplay you'll enjoy this game. It's everything else that's going on. From the drunks in the stands debating whether to enter rehab to the coaches on the sidelines phoning agents for endorsement deals. And of course, the great Steve-O.
Dude. Wee. Where is he, Honky? Ho.
Right, shut up already. Here's a game that shows what kind of sports people were playing in the distant year of 2003. ESPN NHL 2K5. A game played on ice with sticks? Who are the ad wizards that came up with that one? What is this strange game? What is this concept of slapping what is it called, a hockey puck into a net? Is this a joke? Well, for the sake of you out there with no sense of humor, know that you get all the alleged hockey teams that used to play every year. You get all the players that had to retire before their time. And mini-games. Sadly, this resembles what most ex-NHLers do at local county fairs for $20 a night. Can we stress enough all these games for $20? Fulfill your competitive spirit today, you cheap bastards.
Wee. The viewers are sick of me. Ho.
Every time we show that French-Canadian man somewhere, a tree bleeds maple syrup.
With the new exclusivity contract between EA Sports and the NFL, this is the last chance you'll ever have to buy a $20 NFL football game. So, savor it while you can.
And stick around. We have off-road mayhem when we come back.
Coming up, I don't think bodies are supposed to bend like that in MX versus ATV Unleashed.
You're not gonna live. It will be painful.
You're doomed.
Doom 3, rated M for mature. Now on Xbox.
Asian signs as wallpaper for your cell phone. Text sign 45 now for Xing. Text sign 44 now for I. Text sign 43 now for Junqi. Text sign 42 now for Yo Ching. Text sign 41 now for Chi. And send to 75555. Jamster.com.
Check this out. This is what we do for a living.
We're software developers.
With the online program from Westwood, you can train from home to design, code, and test games like this.
And this.
Can you believe that we get paid for playing games?
Westwood College now offers training online for video game careers. Call toll-free 888-636-0077. That's 636-0077. Not intended for residents of Texas or Massachusetts.
A warrior instinctively knows when he's found his perfect weapon. It's an extension of his skills. A reflection of his personality. It is the key that unlocks his deadly potential. Unreal Championship 2, only on Xbox. Rated M for mature.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer the crap out of Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play.
We're back with a racing game that allows you to race an alarming number of off-road vehicles.
Toss a great physics engine on top of that, and you have an arcade racer we can't wait to play.
Here's a review of MX vs. ATV Unleashed. All right, extreme sports fans.
To the extreme!
Okay, maybe not quite Johnny Extreme. Are you ready for a bizarre mix of off-roading, golf cart pimping, good old arcade-style fun? Of course you are, because THQ is cleverly rehashing, unleashing MX vs. ATV Unleashed. MX vs. ATV Unleashed gives off-road racing fans just about everything their dirty little hearts crave, with both two-wheel and four-wheel action. But don't be fooled by the name. Beyond the two vehicles mentioned in the title, you can also roll a bunch of other rides. You can unlock sand rails, aka doom buggies, for all you blue state folk, as well as golf carts, monster trucks, and more. Predictably, much of the fun found within comes from pitting the various hunks of metal against one another. A ton of different play modes await. Supercross scenarios are straightforward, consisting of races in which you must stay on course while vying for a first-place finish at varying arenas. You'll find a comprehensive career mode based around lengthy championship circuits, so solo outings are an engaging proposition. If you don't like getting dirty on your own, you can play with up to 8 friends online. Beginners will find the game's handling intuitive, with its emphasis on subtle weight shifts and strategic braking. MX vs. ATV Unleashed puts fun, not brutal realism, first. Getting down the basics of handling each is easy. Mastering the controls, not so much. Yeah, that's better. But don't worry, you've got practice time and plenty of space to hone your skills. But careful though, don't get too close to the borders of the fields. Someone's got a rifle, and they ain't afraid to use it. Funny how guns and Strauss fit together so well. If simply whizzing along past opponents hasn't proved overly entertaining in the past, MX vs. ATV Unleashed won't change your opinion. While engaging, it's essentially a mishmash of amusing yet unoriginal ideas. Oh, God, this tastes like Bakersfield. Borrowing from the best titles in 2 or 3 speed-driven subgenres, the game's still a must-have only for motorsports aficionados. And it's got the requisite Pacific Sunwear Vans Warped Tour mix of bands on the soundtrack that are destined to grace the stage at the big Fresno Fair sometime soon. Extensive customization and upgrades abound, but unless you are a total gearhead, there's only so much pleasure you're going to get from the tweaking a bike and pimping out your rider. Ooh, red boots. Neat. Many gamers won't be thrilled by the game's forgiving difficulty setting. Assuming you've got any prior off-road gaming experience or are remotely familiar with like-minded racing games, you'll breeze through the races in no time. But like Def Leppard in the round, sometimes life's simple guilty pleasures are best. A 4 out of 5.
While there are dozens of unlockable vehicles to race in this game, they are pretty hard to drive.
The ATVs and motocross bikes handle well, but I dare you to make the planes fly anywhere without hitting a tree.
Bottom line, it's not revolutionary, but it's really fun. Now, if only they could take the word Unleashed out of the title.
That's right. We don't ever want to play another game with the words Extreme, Unleashed, or Mega Man in the title. And speaking of things we never want to do again, here's viewer mail.
We do get a lot of very nice mail, and for that we thank you. In fact, some of the email we got was from people who just want to selflessly help others.
For example, we got this email with the subject line, Hot Asian Teens want to give you something special.
Oh my gosh, they want to give us something we didn't even ask for? I hope it's not herpes. Well, that's really generous, Hot Asian Teens. Thanks.
I mean, we get so many emails from fans, but this one is a personal favorite. Yeah. It's from Romanian Leather Footwear Production and Export. Please be so kind and review our footwear export offer proposal below. Our area of interest is quality leather footwear export at the lowest prices. That has a lot to do with gaming. Thanks, Romanian Footwear Company.
Yeah, we give your proposal a 3 out of 5.
But if it's Ceausescu era,
2 out of 5.
Once you use invisibility, you can't go back.
I was tired of pounding buttons.
Winning is what counts.
Is playing it straight more fun?
They don't know, don't hurt them.
You know who doesn't do it?
Everybody does it.
Losers.
I do it because I want to win. Guilty? Sure, but I'd do it again. I'd do it again a lot.
Get cheats and walkthrough strategies for Jade Empire.
I'm unstoppable!
Train with me, my friend, and you'll never get knocked on your ass again.
Cheat with Kristen Holt, next Tuesday night at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.
Today on X-Play, we celebrate the sheer